What's going on, gamers? This is AJ from allforgamers.com and Matt from allforgamers.com. We are actually joining our friend Josh Guskin over here from Guscade. He was kind enough to let us go around, showing his arcade cabinets, all of his pinball machines and everything. Josh is actually a fellow Long Islander. We're currently in Melville, Long Island right now. Wanted to go ahead and go over a few things about how a fellow gamer was able to take a 15-year hobby and turn it into a business. So, Josh, what would you say that you was really like more of like passion, to get you the drive to do this every day?
It's something I love doing. So to me, it doesn't take much motivation to get me to build the games. I completely love doing it, and I wouldn't trade for anything in the world.
That's amazing. I mean, so as we all know, there's gamers out there. Matt plays console games. I play console games, so I'm not really too familiar. So we're in his pinball room right now, and you can hear that going off. So Josh, you were telling me about that before. So when the noise comes on every so often, what's that called again?
The attract mode.
The attract mode. Okay, so this is what it kind of gets gamers to go around all to the pinball machines or to all the arcades and everything to try to put their quarters in and everything. So you started this off as a business 15 years ago, right? So were you like building all the cabinets then? Were you like making your own? How did that all start?
It all started when I wanted to rediscover one of the games I played, and that was actually Circus Charlie. That particular game, when I was in camp, they had it at a rec room, and I rediscovered it on the computer, and it just wasn't the same with a keyboard. So my next venture was I looked into building an arcade cabinet, and eventually when I did that, I discovered many other games on the system, and it just blossomed into a 15-year-old hobby, and now which is turning now into a very strong business.
So that's amazing. So so anybody out there who wants to follow their dreams, fellow gamers, if you have a passion for something, see, 15 years you have something that was a complete passion project. He's able to make money on it. He's doing his own thing. He's his own boss. It's an amazing story, absolutely. So Matt, do you have any questions for
your collection is insane. It really is. There's just so many things that I've seen around here that I could only imagine playing when I was a kid and whatnot. Like, I didn't have the luxury of going to an arcade to play these games, but I definitely know them, and I'm really I'm totally geeked out right now. It's insane. I really am.
I'm glad you guys like it.
Yeah,
fantastic.
It really is. It's definitely cool to also see like how they became and the stories you have for each one, and it's incredible to see.
So, being that it's closer to Halloween, so we decided to actually film around the Pirates of the Caribbean pinball machine. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about?
I'm a better captain than you are.
Well, there we go. I just got yelled at by that. That's fantastic. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about this machine?
Sure. This particular game came from somebody that was a shorthand film on the movie, and they sold it to me. I love all of the pirate movies. I'm a big Disney fan, and here's a little tidbit that I didn't tell you guys up until this very minute. But if you look around, you're going to see Jurassic Park, Simpsons Pinball Party, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Indiana Jones here. There is a couple of common themings, one of which most people will notice right away are movies, but more importantly than that, it's the fact that these are all either Universal Studios or Walt Disney World attractions in Florida. So my wife and I are big fans of going down there, so this is a little piece of that we brought home into New York, and we're able to experience that every day by the intense theming of each game.
That's great. That's awesome. I definitely love the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah. In fact, if you look over here, there's a couple of notes to Disney throughout the playfield. Right on the treasure chest, there's a little hidden Mickey on the lock. Same thing with the lock right up there. And then when you look down on the coins, these 3 coins right there is a Mickey right there on the darker 3 coins, which makes a hidden Mickey. So there's a lot of kind of cool things that they have throughout the game. This is a Stern cabinet. It's still very much in business today. They hopefully one day eventually will make this game right here. I begged them to make a Jaws pinball machine.
So Josh, you said that you also hold a record title, right?
Yeah, come with me. Let me show you. Here is Gunsmoke. This is my first dedicated actual arcade machine. And this is a ambidextrous control layout. You have 3 buttons on the left if you're a lefty, 3 buttons on the right if you're a righty, just like me. And basically, I'm going to show you how to play the game. Don't die. That's the tip I can give you. If you get shot once, you're dead.
There's a reason why you hold the timer.
Pro tip, the boots make you walk faster. And even though there's 3 buttons on the control panel, which is left, right, and straight, if you're firing left and straight, you can shoot that way, and right and straight. So there's different button combinations that you can click to produce a different spray of the bullets, basically. Which actually tells you that right here on this instruction card. Really cool game. John UC makes the artwork, as he does on this right there. You can see UC's signature over there as well on both Whirlwind and Whitewater. This is really a cool staple game. I recommend it for anybody who's on location or in their collection. It's just a fun game based on storms. And another cool little tidbit that I'm going to show you guys, and you might see it right over here where it says diamond plate on the playfield. So there was only about 200 of these made that had the diamond plated playfield. So basically, they test market. It's almost like a polyurethane, a protective film that they put on the playfield. And this was a very early model of that game. And another way to tell is if you look on the kid's hat, right behind the W. Williams logo is a sticker that they put over it because it was originally a Chicago Cubs hat, which they got in trouble for, and then they had to put a little W on the hat. But this game, if you look on the playfield, it's held up and it's an original playfield, and the colors still look great because of the fact that it's a diamond-plated playfield. This is considered by a lot of other collectors as one of the best ramp games. As you can see on the left-hand side, it's got one of the coolest ramps in all of pinball. And the game designers, when they designed it, if you hit the ramp just right on the Insanity Falls, it taps the top of the glass, and you hear that from the pinball. So I'll try to get that for us right here. Let me see if I can do it. I missed it again. I'm trying to hit it. Maybe I can hit it on this one here. I'm going to try it now. It's so hard to do, but you got to hit it just right, and it literally hits the glass. Try it now one more time, maybe. No, there you go. I got it. Told you. That was a joke.
It's right here. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. What's going on, everybody? This is AJ.
And Matt.
We just wanted to do a little something here towards the end, showcasing more of our experience. We wanted to go into a little bit more detail of what Matt and I had gone through when we were going through Josh Guskin's personal collection and all of his information he was telling us about his arcades. The really interesting thing that he had touched on is about, at least what I find anyways, is his care and commitment that he puts behind all of his arcades. So all the arcades that we looked at were in top condition, and all the other arcades he had showed us that he has sold were in the same kind of condition. He puts care and respect into every arcade cabinet that he creates, and puts out to the customer base. He wanted to also make sure that we did emphasize the fact that, they're faithful, enhanced reproduction. They're absolute faithful games to everything, and I know Matt, you liked a couple.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I mean, he had Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man game arcade cabinet, and each one actually had 60 games in it, which I thought was really cool. It was a lot of games for your money. And and there were a couple other points that he really liked to express with us. His thing that he really liked the most was that he knows that someone is enjoying his work, and I totally can empathize with him, or empathize. Thank you. Can't think. Empathize with him because I make stuff on the side just for fun to my friends, and just seeing somebody enjoy your work is probably one of the most gratifying things. And he also wanted to hammer home that video games also are for anybody, appeal to anyone.
cops, construction workers, firefighters,
Like
nurses,
all walks of life.
all walks of life,
Right.
and it's really cool. So, and he wanted to also tell us also about that. He will also, if you want to search for him, you have to go to his website, which is www.guscade.com.
We're gonna leave a link right somewhere over here or there.
Down in the description.
Over there. Right on his head.
On his head.
So
And that's the best way to get in touch with him. He also has some of the current stock that he has is on eBay. You have to go into the search bar and then you have to type and you have to look for Guscade, and that's the only way you'll find his stuff on eBay. And it will link you right to his store on eBay. So those are definitely the best ways to contact him and find out. And he can deliver the games, the arcade cabinets throughout. He can deliver them through the Northeast. He's not said he wasn't doing the country yet. He might be. I don't know. But he definitely can do Northeast. So if you want to do that, just contact him and let him know, and then he can make arrangements for that.
Just kind of shows to you the kind of commitment that he has to his customers, to the quality that he puts behind everything. I personally tried a Pac-Man cabinet that he made for the LI Retro Game Expo that we went to back in August. The controls are incredibly tight. They absolutely felt fantastic, not loose like you would with any other kind of
with
arcade.
an older cabinet.
Exactly. He puts a lot of care and a lot of love behind every cabinet that he does, put together. So where a lot of other people would put like really terrible, cheap kind of equipment behind it, and a lot of kind of like terrible
odds and ends and like
thank you.
Like cheap stuff from overseas and whatnot. He tries to get everything where it's like original,
right?
Like where it's tight and like everything is really nice. We even got a chance to play the one cabinet, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet.
That's true.
Which was one of his newer ones when we were there, and that's still available, I think. And
it is, and we're starting to GoFundMe, so this way we can buy it. So anybody who wants to purchase it,
that was actually pretty good. But yeah, but this kind of concludes what we were talking about throughout the whole video. And we just want to just put through our admiration and thankfulness for Josh letting us come in, interviewing him, and talking games with him. I mean, we were there for how long? 4 hours?
We were there, well over 3 hours. Absolutely, just kind of like shooting the crap and everything, which is great. We were talking everything, why he got into it. We asked a lot of the questions in the interview. We're really thankful he gave us the opportunity. Again, check out www.guscade.com. Take a look on eBay. We'll leave the links in the description down below here. Remember, like, comment, subscribe to the All for Gamers YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Devoted Saint channel. So this way we can keep on delivering you guys some awesome content.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to bringing you guys some more videos. Until next time. Take care.